about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Southern California. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Herbert escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give, Ekeler running to the right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, he bowls over it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. That is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Jackson steps away. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Being chased out left. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From the 27, Herbert. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On third down, here's Eckler. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they control the left side where they
touchdown, LA! Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
14, Ravens 8. Dustin Hopkins is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. First down and more for Jackson.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Jackson to throw. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
Derek Wolf there on the stop. It's a gain of
Herbert off of play action.
at the 32-yard line.
Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. On 4th down, Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is down to a field goal.
That's the score. Ravens 24. Chargers 21.
Following Scoring the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? Well, Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Here's a give to Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 14. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already. Being chased out left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On second down, Eckler. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Running on first down, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Eckler, they run left side. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Herbert. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chargers 28. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. the final seconds tick away in this ball. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And off we go from Denver. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Bridgewater now. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up second and 8 at the Chargers 17-yard line.
All day, every day, any day. 49, 40. Delta. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Let's get it together.
From the 17, Bridgewater rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
On third down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
First down, Los Angeles.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And McManus able to put it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They snap it to Herbert. Steps away to his left. And this is caught by Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Chargers 7, Broncos 6. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first. First down, Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Being chased out left.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Bridgewater again, sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Charger drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying,
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for L.A. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it with Eckler.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 28 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5.
Chargers 14, Broncos now 3.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will back. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw, Bridgewater. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Rolling to his right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon there to make the grab. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Bridgewater will try and throw. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 26. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. Man, he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw here, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to be met at the line and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Bridgewater to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 13, check 13.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, You better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
They'll run here with Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a give running left is Eckler. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A give, Eckler running to the right. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On the give, this is Eckler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Throwing, Herbert. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner.